Shepherd.
Oh, man. Well, thank you. Well, good morning. Hey, family. Oh, my gosh. We got such a great show for you today because Toni Braxton is here. Her soundtrack, remember her very first album, and she had the very short hair?
With that black leather jacket on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Toni came out, whoa. That was just like, that unbreak my heart. Remember?
Yeah. When I saw her backstage, I did what Toni Braxton does. I said, the living legend Toni Braxton's in the house.
Yes. Yeah. I just remember, and I would like literally, that's when I had gotten evicted. I was staying on a girlfriend's couch, and I used to walk to, just feel better. And I played that album the entire time I stayed with her, which was about 2 weeks. And I just remember, bro, don't leave me here, no man. Don't leave me out. They can't, look, I can't pay for nothing because you can't understand what I'm saying. Don't leave me out in the rain. Oh, I'll be karaoke. That's my jam. I'm so glad that Toni Braxton is here. And my girlfriend, comedian Dulcé Sloan is here. Love me some daggone Dulcé Sloan. And she is a writer for The Daily Show, Trevor Noah's show, so she's gonna talk about that and everything that's happening. So I'm excited she's here. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Sherri Shepherd.
Oh my gosh, I just have to say, when I tell y'all, I feel like, you remember that lady, turn a beat around, let you hear, turn it upside down.
All right.
Let you hear, let you hear it. That daggone. I love it.
A little Gloria Estefan meets Gloria Gaynor.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
That's it. I love it so much because our Emmy-nominated costume stylist, Willie Sinclair III from the Milwaukee Sinclairs. I just love this vision. Oh, y'all, we had such a good time with Smokey Robinson on Friday. Let me tell you something. Smokey is 83 years old, and he still got it. Still got it. This one I forgot that Smokey is from Detroit, okay? I forgot Smokey is a cat daddy, okay? Smokey walked out slowly. Look at the way Smokey walking out with that walk.
Smooth.
Smokey is so smooth. When he walked out, I was like, uh-oh, Houston, we in trouble. This one. He came out there, he was just sexy. Sexy with the flowers, and he gave everybody gasms. I'm telling you. Because that's the name of his album, is Gasms. And he looked at me, and he's got these green eyes. And Smokey sat there, and he just kept staring at me with these sexy eyes. And I asked him because, before they come on, I go over my questions so that I'm very familiar with them and familiar with the album. And I had on my, one of my questions was supposed to be, what do gasms mean to Smokey? Had it ready to ask him. And I said, what do gasms mean to you? And he turned it around like the cat daddy he is. And he said, I want to know what gasms mean to you. I said, oh! Listen, that daggone Smokey Robinson, I see why you've been driving the women crazy for years, Smokey Robinson. So y'all support him because his album, Gasms, it was out, it made its debut last weekend, Friday. So go out and get that doggone album. Gasms. So I just got back from Chicago, just got off the plane, after visiting my affiliate, Fox 32, and I did some shows there with them in my hometown. It was so much fun. I took a ride on the Big Bus Chicago, which is one of those open-air tour buses, because I wanted to give my glam team, my Emmy Award-nominated glam team, a tour of the city. So Theo Baird, Rodney John, and Willie Sinclair III of the Milwaukee Sinclairs, they were all with me. And when we arrived at the tour bus, the driver was so nice, and her name was Alicia Dumas. And this is her, she was in the video, what's your video? That's Alicia, she was our tour bus driver. But I gotta tell you, she said, she asked me, she said, where's your husband? And I said, my husband, I'm divorced. This turned out to be the same driver. When I got married, we did a photo shoot throughout the city of Chicago. And we did the photo shoot with me in my wedding gown on the same bus that Alicia was driving. And I said, what are the odds of me getting the same exact tour bus driver from 12 years ago? And she was like, well, maybe it's a sign. It ain't a sign of nothing. It's not a sign of nothing. God wanted me to get together with you, Alicia, but that's it. And so the other thing, so it was so much fun on the tour bus. The other thing is the anchor, Anita Blanton from Fox 32, she announced over the microphone on the bus to the regular passengers. She goes, everybody, we have a surprise guest on the tour bus today. And they were getting so excited. And I'm standing behind her as they're getting excited. And I said, this ain't gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. And she said, give it up for Sherri Shepherd. And them people looked at me like, who is that? And Anita was like so gung-ho, because when you like me, but everybody don't know me. And it turned out this tour bus was full of international folks that had traveled in. They were from India, El Salvador, Panama, Scotland. They had no clue who I was. And so let me tell you, you want to stay humble, get on a tour bus full of people looking at you like, this is not Oprah, okay? Because that is the look they had on their face when she was like, we got a special guest. I can hear the lady from India going, Oprah, Oprah. And then she's like, you're gonna go and you're gonna talk to everybody on the bus. And I'm like, they don't know who I am. And then, oh my goodness. And so, I was looking at everybody and they were just like, hello, hello. And then, I really wanted to tell them I was Oprah's cousin, just to make them feel like they saw somebody. But I want to give a special thank you to the anchors of Good Day Chicago and Fox 32. I had such a great time. Sylvia Perez, Terrence Lee, Anita Blanton, you guys were so fun, and I was so very nervous, so thank you for making me feel like part of the family. And that's the relationship expert, Bella Gandhi, who was in the middle of the photo, and I got to do the weather report with meteorologist Caitlin Cody, so thank you. They played a trivia game with me. Oh my goodness, right? You know, they found stuff to answer about me in the trivia game. And then we had to do a segment asking people to adopt dogs. So they bring in the dogs that they want to get adopted. And the dogs were cute, but one of these dogs was so frisky. And I kept saying, ooh, that dog frisky. And so Sylvia was like, here, you take the dog. I was like, I don't want the dog. And she's like, no, you take the dog. Look at me. And I was, that daggone dog. And I was like, if this dog bite my face, please don't let the dog bite my face. The dog was so cute, but some of these dogs have issues. And I'm like, this dog got a lot of issues. And then that was a new dress that Willie had picked for me. That dress was a gift from Devin Simone, our dating expert. And I was like, oh my gosh, if this dog peed on the gift that Devin Simone got me. But the dog was great, and I hope that the dog got adopted. And I just want to say, Fox 32, thank you for your hospitality. And thank you for supporting the Sherri Show. Thank you so much. And I saw this picture the other day. Oh, y'all, Jason Momoa is showing off his body. He is showing off his body for Men's Health magazine. So Jason is on the cover of the latest issue, and in a video for the magazine, Jason shows off his workout routine. Oh! Now, if y'all got that, he pops his pecs. He kept popping his pecs. And you know, the only pec popper that I love is Marco Glorious, because Marco likes to pop. Marco, pop your pecs. Look, yeah, Marco likes to pop his pecs.
Better believe it. Better believe it.
But this is the one thing. Marco, I know you like popping your pecs, but because we work together, my fantasies can only go so far. So as I'm watching Jason Momoa, I'm just watching him. He got that wrecking ball, and I'm like, I would like to be that wrecking ball between your legs, Jason Momoa. Look at, oh! I'm like, how many of y'all would like Jason Momoa to swing you around like them? He's swinging them doggone balls. And I'm looking at him. Jason Momoa is so fine and so built. Like, he doesn't even have to talk. I don't care if Jason Momoa has issues. I don't care what's going on. You don't have to talk. And when I go to the gym, I work out with balls too. I work out with these weighted balls. And let me tell you. And the reason why, when you're working out, no, but everybody, if you work out, you know, when you work out with balls, the weighted balls, it makes you go deeper. So I say, Jason, we can work with our balls together. My gosh. But especially, I want to give a shout out to Men's Health. Thank you so much for this cover. This issue is fantastic. So go get that one. What else is happening? It was a big weekend for the media because 2,600 people gathered for the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner yesterday. Or as they like to call it the Nerd Prom. And comedian Roy Wood Jr., who was a guest on our show, was this year's headliner. So Roy Wood Jr., he roasted the media and he roasted President Joe Biden. Take a look.
I'm well aware that not everybody in this room knows who I am, so let's just address the elephant in the room. I know what it is. Half this room think I'm Kenan Thompson. Other half think I'm Louis Armstrong. President Biden thinks I'm the dad of y'all Family Matters. We should be inspired by the events in France. They rioted when the retirement age went up 2 years to 64. They rioted because they didn't want to work till 64. Meanwhile, in America, we have an 80-year-old man begging us for 4 more years of work.
I'm gonna tell you, being a comic for the White House Correspondent Dinner is a hard gig. There's no way I would want that gig because it's way too hard. People ask me all the time, would you do the White House Correspondents' Dinner, Sherri? And I go, hell to the no. I would never do that. Because you know what? When you're a comic, you know your goal is to make everybody laugh. But everybody in that room is tight. You have Democrats, you have Republicans. It's all these politicians sitting there looking at you. They're not smiling. And your jokes have to land with both of them. So, and comedy is supposed to be the common denominator, but you got the most powerful man who leads the free world looking at you, wondering what you're gonna say. His arms are crossed, and you gotta roast him. And I couldn't do it because I'm like, my grandmother's pension is in your hands. So if you don't laugh, oh no. But I gotta say, Roy Woods Jr., what I loved about Roy, because he is the chops, because that's all he does for a living. He writes political humor on The Daily Show for Trevor Noah. So Roy Wood Jr., you did a great job. Congratulations. I have seen some comics bomb horribly in front of
I got to see Roy right after, your good friend Byron Allen had an after party for the White House Correspondents Association. So I got to congratulate him. That's me, him, and Nate Burleson from CBS Mornings.
Oh, and you got to congratulate, yeah.
Everybody was loving on Roy. Because the hardest part of the gig, Sherri, is that you got to go after the president. And Joe Biden's comedy was spot on. But Roy, he rose to the occasion. He really shined.
Good, congratulations, Roy. That's not a gig I would want. Woo! Now, Pete Davidson has no intention of ever dressing up for the red carpet. Y'all know Pete Davidson. So for the big premiere of his own TV show, Pete, this is what he showed up looking like. Okay, a gray hoodie, a denim trench coat, and Uggs. I don't understand what is wrong with these men who have a lot of money. They just get on the carpet, they just don't care. Remember Adam Sandler? He showed up to his premiere with the hoodie and the gym shoes. So I'm looking at Pete Davidson, I said, you just don't even give a damn, do you? On the red carpet, but when I was looking at it, I said, well, maybe that's why Pete gets all the women. Because, you know, Pete is just, he's gotten with all the women. That sweet meat Pete, I guess he just... You know, and I think it's because the women, you know, they want to take him and they want to fix him up. But he might be good dressing like this because the one time he got dressed up was with Kim Kardashian because they dated. He looked like he got in this tuxedo and this was at one of the gala, a red carpet event. And he looked like a child standing next to her. He literally did. And when he dressed up, they broke up shortly thereafter. So maybe he should be dressed like, you know, he don't give a damn because it brings all the girls to the yard for him. So y'all don't go anywhere because up next, the fabulous Toni Braxton is here. A Grammy Award-winning singer, producer, and entrepreneur. She has sold over 80 million albums, making her one of the highest-selling female artists in history. And she's a fellow short girl like me. Please welcome Toni Braxton. You just inspire that whenever you come out, Toni, the love.
I love it. Thank you guys for the love. I appreciate it more than you know.
Okay, now first off, we're the same height.
Yes, we are.
But I heard that you don't like being short. What?
I hate it. I have height envy. Like right now, my feet don't touch the floor, and I'm trying. Let me sit closer to the edge. That's better.
But girl, we're short. We get all the tall men.
We do. And we age slower.
We do.
Because we're short.
Okay, so the age, yes. I like that. You say I'm saying it, I'm sticking with it.
No, exactly. I'm 55 years old.
Look at you. That's it. 50 and fine.
Right?
Well, let me tell you something, girl. And gorgeous. Being short has not stopped you from breaking the internet. With this photo, I saw this photo and lost my mind. Okay, it broke the internet. You know, when you was on the Shade Room, you were everywhere. I have to ask you, Toni, like, have you ever had any kind of belly fat, any kind of body fat, any kind of fat anywhere?
I do. I can be skinny thick.
What's skinny thick?
Like those thighs. My thighs sometimes get out and want to say hi.
Yeah. What were you thinking about when you put that on?
You know, I was feeling myself that day.
Oh, it looked good.
Thank you.
Then what was you looking at? What were you just like looking at?
I was just like, you know, let me just give it a little 50s, let them know how 50 can really look.
That's what I'm talking about. Toni, I remember your album. It's been 30 years.
Yes.
30 years.
I didn't even know that.
Girl, you didn't know? No. You were completely unaware. 30 years since this came out. This was my theme song for life when you came out. Yeah.
Thank you. I can't believe I've been in a business this long. I've been so blessed. I've been so fortunate. I can't believe it.
Girl, this, you know, and it's because I remember, and I know exactly to the day I lived in the Crenshaw district behind the mall, and I would do my walking, and I would cry when I heard,
you know what, that's it. That was during my sideburn year.
This sound right here was it. This hair, you came out, girl, and I mean, you're known for these sad love songs, but your love songs actually have saved relationships.
You know they have, I love that. You know what? I have to tell you the story. This is a true story.
Yes.
Okay. this guy, this billionaire guy, called my agent and was like, I need for Toni Braxton to come and do a private show, just a private show, me and my girl. My agent called, do you want to do? I'm like, okay, where is he? He said, Italy, yes, I'm going to go.
Okay.
And apparently they broke up. He did something bad. And he wanted me to sing on Break My Heart, just to the two of them.
Really?
Yes, can you sing on Break My Heart? Just one song, sing it to my girl, and she forgave him.
Really?
Yes. He
Oh
got
my
on his knee, and they got engaged later, but it was like this beautiful story. He had to do everything to get out the doghouse.
That is so crazy.
I
And
know.
you sang Unbreak My
Just
Heart.
that one song, Unbreak My
Girl,
Heart. Yeah.
that was the jam. Because that was the one I remember I had broke up with my guy, and that's the song I sang like 24/7. Unbreak My Heart.
Right? Makes me sad too.
Girl.
Don't leave me in all this pain.
Okay, now I'm not gonna do my drunk karaoke. Don't leave me in the rain.
Wait, let me ask you guys, do you know Sherri got some rhythm? Sherri can dance.
No, it's a little bit.
No, she came up on stage with me one day. Remember?
You did. You brought me on stage.
Yes, I
Me
was
and
singing
John
Man
did.
Enough for Me.
And I came and
And
danced
she
with
did
you.
the whole shimmy, shimmy dance, the whole thing. I was like, okay.
I was trying to distract because I couldn't sing. I was just
But
like,
you were dancing.
So we're gonna go karaoke and we're gonna go
Yes,
dancing,
let's
Toni.
go.
That's what we're gonna do. You and me. Now I have to say, because this makes me sad. It has been a year since your sister Tracy, since she passed away, and we miss her so much. We miss the sass, just everything that she brought from watching her Braxton Family Values. Do you miss doing the show?
You know, the irony of it, I hated doing the show.
Really?
I didn't really like reality TV, participating in it. I love watching it.
Yeah.
But the blessing of it, the silver lining is I got 10 years of memories with my sister Tracy and all of us together. So it was worth it. It was worth it.
It's funny because I got Tracy's album.
You got Tracy's album?
She was sitting on the motorcycle.
Exactly.
I got that
I was
album.
very proud of her. Very proud.
Now, so y'all would argue on Braxton Family Values. Then you made up very quickly?
Very quickly.
Yeah.
My mama wasn't having it. Yeah, Missy wasn't having it.
So, and everybody on your family, because I remember watching all of y'all doing everything on the show. And now Tamar. We've been watching Tamar. Tamar just got engaged. She was on a dating show. Okay, now I know how we reacted.
Yes.
How did you react when you found out she was
Well,
engaged?
she called and told me, Toni, I'm engaged.
Yeah?
To who? To be what? To do what? You're engaged to do what? And she said, no, I got a guy, girl, you're gonna love him.
Really?
Yes, JR, yeah.
So JR.
JR is her guy. And I was like, can I see a picture? No, I'm gonna surprise you. So I got to meet him. He's a great guy.
Really?
Really a nice guy.
Are you gonna be in the wedding?
I don't know what they're doing yet. I think they might elope.
Oh,
I
you think they might
so.
elope?
I think they might elope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You think she might ask you to sing?
She don't want me to sing.
She don't want you to sing.
She gonna have 21 Savage, 21, or somebody like, Tamar be twerking and stuff.
I know. Now, you know, it's so funny because you talk about twerking, which you have not done. You grew up in a very strict religious household, like me, and I mean, couldn't do anything. So, like, now, how do you, are you getting to do anything now?
I had to privately sow my wild oats.
Okay, because you couldn't do it back then when you
couldn't do it back then. It's not hot to do in your 50s. That's not a good look.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when you're young, it's okay. That's when you're supposed to do it.
But
The 20s, you out there. The 30s, you try to evaluate it. The 40s, you pay for the therapy. And at 50s, you're like, okay, I'm good.
Because your daddy was a pastor, yes?
Daddy is a minister, United Methodist. Apostolic originally, but then United Methodist in the end.
So you weren't able to do anything
Nothing.
growing
You
up?
had to pray and talk to God before I went to my high school prom. You had to talk about it and pray and meditate, and I was allowed to go to my high school prom. I remember that was a big deal.
Okay, see, I couldn't go to my prom, so now that you... Okay, but now, are you getting to party and have more sex?
Well, I'm not a girl that talks, I should say work and talk.
Okay, so you can't say, because I know at this age, I couldn't do it when I was young. I'm like,
No,
I'm getting it all in now, girl.
At all. I was a late bloomer.
You was a late...
I was a late bloomer.
It ain't too late. We didn't talk.
You know what I'm saying? We'll
We
talk
can be
later.
freaky as we want now. Okay, we'll talk off the air. You know, at this point, here, I'm going to tell you this. At this point, at this age, you really think God cares if we a hoe?
I don't think he
I'm
can,
right? We done been through all this. I think God is all right. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to speak for God and the
But you
angels.
know,
I'm just going, you know.
something.
He got a lot of other stuff to worry about.
Exactly.
But, oh, my goodness. So I love it because this is, you got to come back on the show, Toni.
Yes.
It is Lupus Awareness
Yes,
Month.
it is.
And you were diagnosed at 15, was it 15 years ago?
Yeah.
You were diagnosed
Yeah.
with lupus.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about the Get Uncomfortable campaign?
Yes, I'm really excited to be partnering with Aurinia for Get Uncomfortable because there's so many things I have to tell you guys and talk about lupus and lupus nephritis and your kidney health. Very, very, very important to talk about. I had a little scare about 6 months ago.
Right.
I get emotional talking about it every single time. I got to get past it. Having lupus affects a lot of your vital organs. It's starting to affect my kidneys. It can affect any organ in your body, and during this time it was affecting my heart. And I remember going to the doctors, didn't want to go to the doctors, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I didn't want to go. Doctor made a test. I didn't want to do the test. Yeah, I'll go later, because it's pandemic. So finally I went. And come to find out, I had to have a coronary stent put in.
Really?
I had something, I would have had a massive heart attack and I would not have survived.
If you had not gotten it
If I had
checked
not
out?
gotten that test, like immediately, I did surgery immediately. The ostial left coronary artery, the main artery, was 80+% blocked.
Really?
Yes, yeah.
And you didn't know any?
I had no idea. I was really sad.
Okay.
Because my sister Tracy had just passed, so my heart was aching and I thought, you know, I'm just sad because I lost my sister, and I thought I'd be okay, you know, it'd pass. But it was more than that. And I would not be here talking to you today if it wasn't for that moment, if I hadn't gone. So I'm here today to hang out with you, but to also talk about kidney health.
Yeah.
Because
what would you tell folks?
You know, sometimes you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know, you go to the doctors, go to your doctor appointment. Having lupus and lupus nephritis, we're women of color, Asian women were 4 times more likely to catch this. Native American women and Hispanic women, 3 times likely to catch it. So go to the doctors. Pee in a cup, get uncomfortable. Just pee in a cup. We know it's uncomfortable. We don't feel like taking all our clothes and hiding your underwear in your pocket. We don't feel like doing that.
Yeah.
But get comfortable being uncomfortable. Just go tinkle in the cup. Go get some blood work done. Get your body checked out. Check out your kidney health. Your kidney health is so important. It's a detox of your body. And had I not gone to the doctors that day, my kids would not have a mother. You know? So go. Kidney health is so important. The risk, it could be nothing. Don't be afraid to be afraid, because that's what you got guts for, right?
That's right.
So, very important.
You got everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And we're so glad, we are so glad that you took your health, you took charge of your health, and you went and got tested. How are you doing now?
Well, today's a good day, because I'm hanging out with you guys and with you.
Yes.
Good days and bad days having lupus.
Yeah.
You know, there's risk in having this disease, having lupus. I always tell people, I feel like I got the flu every day when I get achy and stuff. But like I said, I have SLE lupus, so it can affect any organ in my body. But today's a great day, and I'm excited about it. And I want to educate people about their kidney health. So here we go. Let's talk about the Get Uncomfortable campaign, www.getuncomfortable.com. I'm very tech-savvy. I like to get on that computer and just type it. So Get Uncomfortable is the best way for you to remember. That's a good way to remember it, right? I'm uncomfortable. Let's get comfortable being uncomfortable.
And Toni Braxton, we love you so much.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you for being here. I want you to come back, and I'm gonna make you smile. We going to karaoke. We gonna get Freaknik all over again, girl. Me and you. That's what we gonna do. For more info on the Get Uncomfortable Lupus Awareness Campaign, go to SherriShowTV.com. We'll be right back. Toni Braxton. Regular correspondent on The Daily Show for several years. And this week, she's taking over and she is hosting the show. So Rolling Stone, I'm so excited for her. Rolling Stone called her one of the top 10 comedians you need to know. And I'm glad I know her, and you're gonna be glad you know her too. Please welcome my girlfriend, Dulcé Sloan! High look sexy, sexy.
These chairs are so rude.
You fit in that chair, girl. Look
Only
at you.
just.
Every time I see you look good, the last time I saw you, we were both at the NAACP Image Awards. And we've known each other a while. And this is so funny. I love Dulcé. You said that when we first met, you knew we were gonna be friends.
Oh, yeah, because you make bad decisions. So let me just set this. So mind you, it's in the middle of COVID. We're doing Howie Mandel's what was it, gala.
His gala.
And one, this is the middle of COVID, and Howie Mandel is a known germaphobe.
Yes.
So he is losing his mind that he's even in public.
Yes.
So he's like, you're gonna say hi, and he's like, and I'm like, great to meet you, you're my hero, I love Bobby's World. So he doesn't want to touch anybody or talk to anybody. He's like, you know what, respect. And so I get there, you're in a boot, right?
Yeah, I was in a boot on my foot.
So she's in a boot, and not like a fashion boot. She had broken a toe, multiple toes. Her foot was out of commission. And she decided to wear a different boot that she had no business wearing. It was a high-heeled boot.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, this don't make no sense. Friend, a doctor has prescribed you a shoe that went up to your knee.
That's right.
And you said, no. I will lose this toe.
Put on that stiletto.
For comedy. So she put on a stiletto boot, not a flat boot, a stiletto boot. And if you don't know if you've ever been in a stiletto boot, you walk with your toes.
That's right.
And your toe was broken.
Yeah.
So you were doing the worst thing you could have possibly done to your foot, and I was like, that woman is a friend. Girl, she is going to sacrifice her foot for comedy. She may never walk again for a 5-minute set. I get it. Girl, I get it. I twisted both of my ankles hosting a award show recently.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, it was the Hollywood Critics Association Awards.
Yes.
And the award show was going great. And I hosted 2 hours. Mind you, I had to switch shoes in the middle of it because my other shoes were broken. They were speaking to me as I walked. And I was like, I might need to put different shoes on because rainbow shoes can only last so long. And my stylist had brought me different shoes, and I was like, I'm out here, I'm living my best life, I'm hosting, I'm cute, everyone in the room is married, so it was a waste of time. And I go to, show's over, I say good night, and I go down the stairs, and I reach for the stage manager's hand, and my ankles did some type of, and then I'm on the ground. Girl. And they sent 6 of the most muscular, I was like, 6 fight, how big did they tell them I was? Why are there 6 fire, they look like they've been working out since birth. Why are there so many firefighters here? I stood up on my own, but I wanted to be helpless.
Dulcé Sloan.
But they all had rings on, so there was no point.
This is why I love you so much. And this is why I know why you have been on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah for a long time. Because you are good. You are so good. And I want to say I'm very excited for you because you are guest hosting The Daily Show.
This
all right.
week, yes.
This week you're going to be the guest host. Now, are you nervous at all?
I'm nervous because there might be a writer's strike.
Oh,
So,
that's right. Oh, no.
If there's a writer's strike, I host today. And then, whenever them writers, I guess, sit back down.
Okay. So you at least got today.
We're asking for our prayer warriors this evening. Where's my camera? We're asking, where is she? Am I here? Hi, aunties of America, listen. Aunties, uncles, or prayer warriors, I need intercessors. Please pray for me that the writers get what they want.
Okay.
So I can have
Today.
an opportunity. Because if they strike, I mean, it's feeling very anti-black, it's feeling anti-woman. But I support the writers because it's like, people are getting over, they need to get their money, because also SAG, at certain times that they've had to strike.
But we want you to be on.
Listen, we need people to come together in agreement.
We coming together and we agreeing.
And we bind this up in the name of Jesus.
Okay. Now we gonna bind this up. Because we gonna be watching you tonight.
Because if there's a strike, is it your show? Not?
No, we don't pay enough money for writers, so we ain't got no writers.
God bless.
Okay, all right. But I'm just very excited for you because you're hosting at least tonight, and yes. I saw our friend Roy Wood Jr., your colleague from The Daily Show.
Yes, Uncle Roy.
He hosted the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yes.
We thought he did really well.
He did an amazing job.
He did an amazing job.
Amazing job.
Would you do the White House Correspondent Dinner?
Listen, if you give me a teleprompter, I'll do most anything.
Okay, all right.
I'll host in hell if it's the first floor.
But
I'm prayed up. If it's the 7th floor of hell, I might be stuck. If the first floor of the elevator goes straight to the lobby, I'll be fine.
Okay, so you would host it. You'd be a good host. And I look at you and you just busy all the time because
I'm so tired.
You're not only a sexy tired, but you're not only you're on the Daily Show tonight. You're gonna watch her, but you're the host of the Great American Joke Off.
Yes.
And you're Honeybee Shaw on the animated series
Yes.
The Great North.
Yes.
And you, now looking at your character, you helped create the look of your character.
Yes, so they asked me what she should look like. They asked me like input on her character and what her hair should look like. And originally it was like kind of like straight hair with a little curling. And I was like, just give her an afro. And they're like, how do we do that? I'm like, I don't know, make a squiggle.
Look at this.
But I didn't know, so when we had our first table read, like in the fall of 2019,
Yeah.
when I came in, I saw what the standee was, and I didn't know that they'd modeled her afro after my afro, and they put hoops on her. So I didn't know that they'd modeled her after me.
Yeah, it looks exactly like you, girl, your busy self.
Thank you. And then I'm still doing stand-up.
And you're still doing your stand-up comedy.
Yes.
So you just working. And I just have to say, I'm not jealous of people too often, but I am jealous of you.
For what?
I am jealous of you because you are working with my crush, Trevor Noah. You're doing stand-up with Trevor Noah on the road with Trevor Noah.
In my defense, it's only when he comes to Atlanta.
Okay.
Because I grew up in Atlanta, Miami, but mostly Atlanta. And so whenever he goes to Atlanta, I said, I'm gonna come to Atlanta and bother you. He's like, just do a spot. And I was like, oh yeah, I could do that too. So when he's in Atlanta, I will come to the show, but I'm not on the road with him on a regular basis, so I don't want you to.
But you were in London doing stand-up as well.
I did some stand-up in London when we were filming The Great American Joke Off. I was in London, and I got to fly my mom out, and I always have to trick her to put her in first class. Because I have to tell her, oh, the production's paying for it. You can fly first class. It's me. It's always me. But she won't fly first class unless I lie to her. So she hasn't caught on. She's like, so they really paying for it? Yes, ma'am. They are paying for it. It's always me.
It's always you.
Me. She gets her aisle seat. She's in first class because I'm like, listen, I work very hard, so my mother never works at Amazon ever again. So,
and this is why you are blessed, Dulcé.
Thank you.
I want to say to you, I'm so glad that you are here. We're going to be watching you tonight.
Thank you.
Y'all can catch Dulcé hosting The Daily Show. We're brand this week at 11 on Comedy Central, but definitely be watching her tonight.
Watch me tonight. And I did want to thank you. Do we have time for me to thank her? I know we were tight.
What did you want?
I wanted to thank you because I started my own lip gloss company with another comic, Lace Larrabee, and I brought you some.
You brought me some lip gloss?
Yes.
What's the name of your company?
It's called Giggle Gloss.
Giggle Gloss. And you brought the lip gloss? And I'm gonna wear it.
And so Sherri, I sent her some, and she has been nice enough to share it with people. This is something, because, you know, as a comic, you're supposed to sell merch on the road to, again, make sure my mother never works at Amazon ever again.
All right. But we love it.
GiggleGloss.com, and Sherri has been so great and supportive, and thank you for having me here.
GiggleGloss.com, and tonight on The Daily Show on Comedy Central with Dulcé Sloan, we'll be right back. I got the Giggle Gloss. Let's play how it started, how it's going. So I am here with Lisa from California. Lisa. Okay, girl. Okay. I'm gonna show you a photo of a celebrity at the start of their career, and you have to guess who the celebrity is. Let's see the celebrity. All right, here's some clues. This baby baller is grownish now. Now, she graduated from Harvard University last year. She'll be playing Tinkerbell in Disney's live-action rendition of Peter Pan and Wendy. Who do you think she might be?
Yara Shahidi.
Yes! Yes, that is Yara. Yara. Oh, you can look at you, Tinkerbell, on the back of your neck, girl. You better get it. So Yara's gonna be here. She's gonna be here on the show, so we're so excited. But for you, we are giving you a $100 gift card to Lasagna Restaurante. We'll be right back. You like the pasta? Time for today's Hot Flash. Now, if anybody's gonna bring the heat, it is Rihanna. Mom-to-be Rihanna is putting her baby bump on full display. She is stepping out in this black and white Chanel look, and if this is her look on a normal day, you know Rihanna's gonna bring it tonight at the Met Gala. That's today's Hot Flash. We'll be right back. It's time for Tell Me Something Good. Now, I am here with Cheryl from Atlanta. Cheryl, tell me something good.
Hi, I turned 60 a few months ago.
Okay.
And so every 60 days, I'm doing a trip to celebrate 60.
Yes.
And so I had to stop here at the Sherri show.
Oh.
This is one of my stops.
Oh, man. Cheryl, that is so great. And to help you celebrate, we are giving you a $250 gift card to Melba's Restaurant. We'll be right back. Some catfish. Tomorrow, Yara Shahidi and comedian Leanne Morgan will be here. Until then, be intentional about having a good time. Bye.
Nice.